Did they split? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Today on EA Sports, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the London Monarchs and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, you know, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards there and a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 71 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
To number 20.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And again, this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go. Force a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Play on the stop. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The pass.
A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown! A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Taylor, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially...
Oh, this is blocked. The defense picks it up. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10. And he will make it into the end zone. He's in for 2 points. And how about that for a turnaround prior to halftime? So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Michael Dixon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And 10 at their own 20-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by John Johnson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 19-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Monarchs.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
On 10-yard line.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Burst by him near the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to number 84.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Patriots 26.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Yeah, the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
2-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Jordan Whitehead on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. it's third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The tackle by
now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.